Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's Joey Moss, that's right, Bad Boy Gaming, and we're back. We're back, baby, and we're back doing big things. What are we doing? We're talking about all of the mystery booster foils, which have finally been laid upon us. We now have all the cards, 141 of the mystery booster card foils, which will be one in every pack. You get a foil in every single pack. And it could be common, it could be uncommon, it could be rare, it could be mythic. It's gonna be one of these. It only took within 1 week's time. It makes sense that, we wouldn't get a spoiler list of the foils that were going to be in there way ahead of time. It's mystery boosters after all, but this comes out next week. They're going for the averages between $99 to $100 plus, or not $99 to $100, $99 to $110 plus tax for one of these boxes. Let's break it down. You get 24 booster packs in each one. And also hats off to Saffron Olive, MTG Goldfish, for making my life really simple. I'm just using his site. It had it all organized. 141's a lot to put together. So thank you, Saffron. Appreciate you, homie. Let's start at Memnite. Also, we're going to be cracking open these boxes left and right on the channel. Probably going to open about 6 in all. I'll open a couple for patrons, and I'm going to open a couple for myself, etc., etc. And we're even going to battle. I'm going to take 2 of these packs and just start crushing them head to head. Not 2 packs. Split a box in half. 2 patrons will verse each other, and they're going to battle it out where winner takes all in value. So here's all the cards that are going to be in foil. Are you ready? We got Memnite. That's right. Boreal Druid. I'm just going to start scrolling down the list as we go here. Some of these cards, I don't know the value on all of them, but I will tune in. Like this one, I think, is over $10 currently for like its original foil, and whatnot. There are, this is crazy. Did you guys even know this was a card? Did you know this was a card? It's a 1-drop 2/2. Oh, I know. I think that's the only 1-drop 2/2 without any restrictions in the entire game. If I'm wrong, please correct me. Please correct me. Norin the Wary. There you go. A lot of cards. A lot of reprints. This set had over 1,800, I think 1,800 cards, or around 1,800 cards in all. Their Souls Attendant. Remember, all these are going to be foil. Everyone you see right now is only coming in foil. The odds of you getting any one of these is like 1 in 141, or 1 in 121. However many there are, I can't remember. I'll have to add them up at the end. But yeah, the odds of you getting any one of these, it's completely it's fair. You can get a mythic, the same odds. You can get a rare, you can get a common, you can get the uncommon. There's no specific, it's just good luck. You get 121 or 141, whatever it is. One in that chance, to pull. Paula. Some of these I'm actually really excited about that I saw, and some other ones, not even Sheltering Edge is kind of cool. Not even some, but more so. There's quite a few that I'm just like, did we really need that? Stigma Lasher's pretty cool. Stormcrow, that's right, Stormcrow, one of the biggest meme cards of all time, is getting a reprint, and you can pull a Stormcrow and tell all your friends about it. That's right, that is correct. Wall of Shards. Man, I would hate to be that guy, White Knight over here. It's a deuce for deuce. First strike, protection from black. Man, I remember when that card first dropped. I wonder what the OG set was. Drug Skull Captain. Even this card, without it being foil, I think it was over $1 or $2. Non-foil version, if I'm not mistaken. So this probably will drop the price not significantly. I don't really think the prices are going to drop too much, but I think it's weird that they're only printing these in foil. The reprints up, only foil, so it's lessening the price of a foil, of its original version. I could only assume it's going to have somewhat of an impact, but then again, it all depends upon supply. How many of these boxes are actually going to be hitting the market, that will really dictate the outcome here. Harmonic Sliver. And some of these, there's actually a couple cards over $100. Just wait till we get to those, man. Here's Noggle Bandit. Sweet art on that. He could have been a goat in another life, Reki, the History of Kamigawa. I think this one, if I'm not mistaken, might be over $30. It could be. I mean, I could really pull up information on all of these. I just didn't. Spike Feeder, this one takes me way back to Stronghold. Yes, when this card first was printed. Very, very unique card. You know, a lot of these spikes, they all have the +1/+1 counters. It's all spikes did. You get +1/+1 counters, and you get to move those +1/+1 counters around. That was around the time I first got into Magic, so really, really cool. Celestial Curran, there you go. It's a legendary creature. Pretty fun stuff. The Fungasaur. Man, that one, wow. Woo! Takes me way back, guys. Takes me way back. Man, I dated myself. Yeah, 1995. This was in my first mono green deck. Was a Fungasaur. I think I ran 2 copies. And my very first mono green deck I ever built was a Fungasaur. Pretty cool. We got Morrow. Morrow got the reprints. That's right. And then Mist Hollow Griffin. Some of these really didn't need a reprint. I did think this was interesting that this one was reprinted. A card that not a lot of people even knew about was Mist Hollow Griffin. You can play it from exile. How sweet is that? Like, you can keep casting this thing. I mean, you can't cast it from your graveyard, but you can cast it from exile. You know, Ogre Gatecrasher. There you go. Sasuke, Son of Sashiro. There you go. That's a mouthful, huh? Springjack Shepherd. I always thought this art was a little cool too. Treacherous or Treasonous Ogre. There you have it. Treasonous Ogre. Good stuff. Good stuff. Undead War Chief. Here's another cool one. One of my favorite zombie cards. This has to be in my top 5. Undead War Chief. I even have a deck tech on in Modern for a deck, you know, around this card. Not around this card, but there's a couple copies of it in the build. You know, really fun. Yortilla Nephilim. The art on this one always made me wonder what is going on. You know, interesting. The reprint. Balefire Leash. Another card. This card, the foil version is over like $30 right now. 25 to $30. So guess what? Price is going to drop a little bit. How much? You could probably expect at least a 20% decline in all these, you know. The reprints, if the original is like 30, $40, then this version is going to be like 15, you know. It may be. I mean, I'm not no scientist, all right, guys, but it's going to be something like that, you know. Changeling Hero. Changing Room. Gotcha. Shapeshifter. Be cool if we had some shapeshifters. I actually do have a shapeshifter in the current standard. We only have one, though, I believe. Yeah, I think. How many shapeshifters do we have in the current standard? That's a good question. Game Trail Changeling. There you go. This card is every creature type at all times. Trample. I just think that's a pretty neat ability. Yeah, that's right. Kolrath Knight. The old Wither. Bringing back the old Wither. Leveler. We needed to reprint a Leveler, didn't we? When Leveler comes into play, remove your library from the game. Huh? That's one way to win, right? That's one way to win. Morrownauer. So this was just reprinted. This is an interesting one because this is the second time it's been reprinted now within a 3 months time. Is the Nauer right here. So the price on that has to just plummet now, I would assume. Reaper King, this is another one that was reprinted in those, you could call them mystery. Their own little mystery boxes, you know. What are they called? What are they called? I can't think of it. Somebody help me. Oh my goodness, I can't think of it right now. Zen Triplets. This is a card, foil version, I believe is over like $140 right now or something ridiculous. 150, something way up there at the time of this video. Like that, you pull that in a pack, wow. Not only did that pay for your entire booster box, you know, all 24 of your packs, but there's some left over. But the price of it, of course, the OG foil is going to be worth quite a bit more. And it's going to retain like a value. You'll probably see that not drop underneath 130, $140, you know, 120. Where this will probably be in foil like 90 then, 80 for this version. I'm guessing, guys. You know, I'm speculating. Spedith Enforcer, there's another one. These are all the creatures right now. And then we're going to get into the Planeswalkers and all the other good stuff in just a second once we get there. There's Rokes, got the reprint. Scourge of the Throne. One of my fans sent me this card, and I didn't know it was even a card. But, man, I thought it was the coolest dragon, and I still do. One of my favorite artworks. And, gosh, I wish I could remember that gentleman's name. It was years ago. But, man, thank you very much. Stand and be recognized. If that was you, by all means, you know, say something in the comments, man. That was really cool, and I still got the card. I don't get rid of anything any fans send me in the P.O. box. I held on to all of it. And this was one that's really cool. Even what you guys write, the letters, none of that gets tossed. I got a huge box of all the fan mail and everything. When I'm having a one of my down days, I'll just take a look at one and read one and, cheer up a little bit, Triskelion over here, six dropper. There you go. That got the reprint. Allosaurus Rider. Big old boy. 1+ star. You're seeing stars, guys. That's right. Herald of Leshrac. There you go. Fun card. Really quick. Listen to this. Cumulative upkeep. Gain control of a land you don't control. That's your cumulative upkeep. What? But then when Herald of Leshrac leaves play, each player gains control of each land he or she owns that you control. Yikes! Yeah. You better protect the crap out of this thing. If you can win the game really easily. Cool avatar. Here's a dragon. Legendary creature dragon. Karthus. Tyrant of Jund. Flying haste. Tyrant of Jund comes into play. Gain control of all dragons. Then untap all dragons. Other dragon creatures you control have haste. Pretty neat stuff. The you get a colossal worm, sure. Patron of the Moon. There you have it. Archetype of Endurance. The Bringer of the Black Dawn, another one that has interesting art on it. You may pay all that rather than pay Bringer I can't even talk. Bringer of the Black Dawn's mana cost. It's got the trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 2 life if you do search your library for a card and shuffle your library and put that card on top of it. Sweetness. Life's Web. I think another card that's worth a decent buck. Pretty cool sauce. Yes, indeedly do. There is a complete list. If you guys go on Google, search something like the mystery booster, or whatever. But it'll give you all 16, 17, or 1,400, however many cards there are. There's a lot of them. It'll give you an entire list of all those cards, and that was just too much to go over. We would be here for literally over an hour. Like at least an hour and a half, and at this speed right here, and just going over every single card. It's just way too much. One with Nothing, another fun little card. For some stupid reason, this card's over $15. I have no idea why. The foil version. Whenever I speak about any pricing, it's all the foil version. Pool from Eternity. It's like one of those mini cards, Pool from Eternity. There you go. It really is Fury. Pretty sweet. From Gate Crash. I didn't think that needed a reprint, but all right. A lot of these I don't think really needed one. A lot, no, I take that back. A lot of these did need a reprint. Because some of them, are from sets that just didn't have a heck ton, lower print run, I should say. Some of these. Like, for example, this one, I believe, had a lower print run. Gleeful Sabotage, there you go. Glittering Wish, bada bing. There's so many cards. Guerrilla Tactics, good old Legends, wow. So that doesn't even, unless this was reprinted, which I'm not sure if Guerrilla Tactics was after it came out in Legends. Is that Legends? Arabian Nights. Why can't I think today? It's not Arabian Nights, it's Legends. Pyretic Ritual. Whoa, for Deuce, you can add 3 red mana to your mana pool. There you go. A Fiery Gambit. That's, what? Mirrodin? Sure. Mirrodin. I remember I was saying Mirrodin, people are losing their mind. Lapse of Certainty. We're going to be cracking open all of these booster boxes over the next week, so tune in for sure next week to get a look. There's Mind Funeral. I remember when I pulled this foil. It was pretty neat. Fun little set there. Proclamation of Rebirth. There you go. There you have it. The old Proclamation of Rebirth. Ravenous Trap. I'll tell you the total amount of mythics, rares, commons and uncommons when we get through all this. Not of this world. Counter target spell or ability that targets a permanent you control. Not of this world costs 7 less to cast if it targets a spell or ability that targets a creature you control with power 7 or greater. Hot dogs. Wear and Tear. The only dual looking card right there. That's all you got. Or split cards. Amulet of Vigor. Bam. Whenever a permanent is a benefit of your control, untap it. That actually is a very, very good card. It's pretty pricey, man, for the foil. Codex Shredder. Lantern of Insight. A lot of these cards are, like, the average price is between, like, $5 and, like, $8 for, like, the majority of these in foil. So seeing a reprint on them is pretty cool. Trailblazer's Boots. Bam. There you go. Equipped creature has non-basic land walk. It's unblockable as long as defending player controls a non-basic land. That's pretty crazy. Blasting Station. This card is in my turn 1 win deck. If you haven't seen that yet, give it a look-see. But, man, this card was worth pennies when I remember I first built the deck. And it's seeing play, of course, outside of that deck for sure, It gained some attention, some momentum more recently. But when I first bought this card, it was like 25 cents, maybe 35 cents or something at the LGS when I first picked it up. Now it's like almost $20, and that's non-foil. Yeah, so foil version's way up there. Guess Grimoire is pretty cool. There you go. That's cool. Good stuff. Teferi's Puzzle Box. Good old Visions. Wow. All those cards from 95, 96. I mean, it really just take me way back. It's 97, 96, 97, around the whole era from 95 through like 98, 99. Like that was when I was really like hardcore into Magic, you know, when I first got my start. Witchbane Orb. I'm not hardcore Magic right now, though. Not at all, no. Lich's Mirror. There you go. Lich's Mirror right there. Got the old Leech. We have Norn's Annex. Yeah, that needed a reprint. Well, not really, but, you know, it's got one now. Norn's Annex. Interesting card. Creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless their controller pays the Phyrexian mana for each of those creatures. So 2 life or planes. There you have it. Interesting. Knowledge Pool. This always looked like a flying saucer to me. Anybody else? I always thought that was like a flying saucer. I'm like, yep, that's a spaceship. Aliens! You know, like totally. Really, really neat. Mindslaver, there you have it. Some more fun. Sacrifice Mindslaver. You control target player's next turn. Helix Pinnacle. Another card that's worth some pretty pennies. We're on to the enchantments now, finally, guys. Went through the artifacts, went through the creatures. Now we're on to the enchantments. This one has a Shroud, an X, but X tower counters on Helix Pinnacle. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 100 or more tower counters on Helix Pinnacle, you win the game. That's right. You can also do stuff that doubles the amount of counters on target permanent. There's not many cards that do that, but there are cards that do that. There you go. Do. Brain of Fire. Pretty cool card there. Cumulative Upkeep. Add a red mana to your mana pool. That's a pretty crazy cumulative upkeep. Put an age counter on this permanent and sacrifice it unless you pay its upkeep cost for each age counter on it. Ridiculous. Cumulative upkeep is something they haven't done forever, and there's a good reason for it. No one likes paying cumulative upkeep. I hope they never bring that back. Lumithread Field, creatures you control, get +0/+1. There you go. Celestial Dawn. Wow. Wowzers Trousers, man. 6th edition. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, man. I opened probably a couple boxes of this back in the day. Was it 99? Sheesh. Intruder Alarm. This card's it never had a foil, you know. I mean, maybe it did like in a Judge promo or something. I don't know, but good old Stronghold. Bada bing. I'm sure the foil version will be worth a pretty penny there. We got Paradox Haze, Frozen Aether, artifacts, creatures, and lands you or opponents control come into play tapped. There you go. Puka's Mischief. All right. Zer's Weirding. There you go. Another fun one there for you. Conspiracy. Maelstrom Nexus. Another card that was worth a few pretty pennies, I believe. Yep. The first spell you play each turn has Cascade. That is ridiculous. Future Sight. Spellweaver Volute. All right. The Future Sight cards, I really like to look at them, man. Like, I remember I just came across these during the time I was not playing Magic, and I'm like, what did they do to Magic? Why is it so? Like, I was like, what happened to the game? Like, I'm like, whatever, I'm done with it, you know. But yeah, like everyone else that left Magic, I came back. You know, like you'll be back if you ever leave this game. It's the one game I'm telling you that you will come back to. You just will. It has that effect on people, I swear. Nazumi, Shortfang, Runetail, Kite Soon Ascendant. I don't have these to pop up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alchemist's Refuge. There you go. Another, like $15 foil or something like that. This one's probably like a much more expensive foil. I'm not sure the price on it exactly. It could be 60, 70, $80. I mean, for the foil right now, maybe 90, maybe less, maybe more. But they're up there. Some of these are really up there in price. There's a core. Shizo, Death's Storehouse. All right. And Stalking Stones. Total, 121 cards. And there's the Planeswalker, Sarkhan the Mad. I don't think I spent much time on him. Why only include one Planeswalker is beyond me. Could have done 5. Could have done 4. But just one, really? Just one Planeswalker? in the foil slot. Okay. So there you have it, guys. That's all of it, man. 121 cards. The total. How many? Oh, there you go, right there. Pay no attention to this because this is all non-foil prices. So, I mean, the price would be a lot more for sure. 9 mythic, 46 rare, 40 uncommon, and 24 common are going into that foil slot in every single pack. 24 packs per box. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me today. Check out these other videos. I actually had a really fun deck. It should be right there. Right there. Yes. Did I nail it? Nailed it. Give that video a look. And if you want to see any of these mystery packs opened, I did open a bunch of convention packs. You can find them over there. All right. So give it a look. There's like 4 different videos from the mystery boosters. All right. If you don't mind, if you did enjoy this content, by all means, take a moment, hit the like button. And I'll see you guys here next time on Bad Bug Gaming tomorrow. Skadink. Skadoosh.